French Quarter entertained visitors from all over the world. In one neighborhood, along the river, near the levee that held the waters of the mighty Mississippi back, the Clark family welcomed a new member. A baby girl was born to Charity Clark and Johnny Jackson on October 26th. She was named after one of her mother's sisters, Mahalia. Baby Mahalia wasn't healthy at first. Haley, as her family called her, was born with eye problems. Her legs were not straight. Doctors told her mother that she might need surgery to correct them. Mahalia's parents didn't have the money for that. Many African-American women like Charity Clark and her sisters worked as maids or cooks for wealthier white families. Johnny and Charity weren't married. He lived with his parents. During the day, he worked one job as a stevedore, loading and unloading ships on the docks. He also worked part-time as a barber and a preacher. When Haley's mother had to go back to work, the Clark family stepped in to help take care of Haley. Her aunts rubbed and massaged the baby's legs and fed her healthy food. As she grew, Mahalia recovered. She and her older brother, Peter, had aunts, uncles, and cousins all around. Soon, the bright, curious little girl was a lively part of her family and her community. Like Haley's family, their neighbors were all poor working people. Everyone knew each other. Many families grew their own vegetables in small gardens. The children played together. But their big excitement wasn't school or the playground. For them, the riverfront was the place to be. Sometimes, they watched the trains traveling upriver to and from the nearby coal yard. When they waved to get the engineer's attention, the trains would often stop to give them a ride on the engine or caboose. Those rides came with sweet treats like sugarcane. After a quick trip, it was back home again. At other times, Mahalia gathered with the neighborhood children by the levee. They collected driftwood from the riverbanks to make campfires. One boy played a ukulele, while everyone sang as they snacked on pecans and baked sweet potatoes. Even as a small girl, Mahalia loved singing and tried to repeat from memory any song that she heard. She sang in the children's choir at church, too. The congregation at Plymouth Rock Baptist Church knew that Mahalia Jackson had a great big voice. Haley felt good inside when they clapped and swayed and sang along with her. However, when Mahalia was only 5 years old, her mother, Charity, suddenly died. What would happen to Mahalia and Peter? Where would they go? The Clarks made an important decision. While they agreed to let Haley visit her father and his family, they determined that she and her brother would live with one of their aunts. The children only had to move a few blocks away. Mahalia and Emmanuel Paul took them in. Haley shared her aunt's name, but everyone called the grown-up Mahalia Duke. Mahalia's life changed without her mother. She missed Charity's love and encouragement. Aunt Duke had different ideas about children. Mahalia soon discovered that her days of carefree playing were over. Aunt Duke taught her to dust the furniture, scrub the floors, and iron clothes. She had to make sure there was enough wood and coal in the house for cooking and heating. Since music was already an important part of Mahalia's life, she hummed while she did the chores. When she was old enough to attend school, she got in trouble with her teachers because she hummed songs in the classroom, too. By the time she was about 7, young Mahalia went to work alongside a relative, like many poor children in the 1920s. For a few years, the little girl with the big voice went every morning with one of her teenage aunts to work for a white family. Before they went to their own school, they washed dishes and helped the children in the house get ready for school. Mahalia and her Aunt Bessie went back to the job after their school day ended. Although Haley liked earning $2 a week and getting hand-me-down dresses, life wasn't easy for her or her family. Things were pretty lean, she said years later. I had this feeling that I could live better. Racial discrimination kept many Black people in New Orleans.